Members, let's continue. Please be seated. I heard the tape recording. I think under Rule 39, a lot of the words used by members were rather critical. I think you should respect each other and avoid personal attacks. I think it's about time for lunch. Mr. Albert Chan, was your 1 minute up? You used 20 seconds of my time, so please, you still have 20 seconds. Tung Chi Hua back then accused me of being superficial. I did not only address the low standard criticism, and I referred to the other analogy. So you still have 30 seconds. Chairman, I think we should look at the nature of the issue. People power supports developing INT in Hong Kong, but we must have a complete policy as well as training plans in place. And we should also have cultural and education policies as well. So your 20 seconds is up. So let's put the following motion to vote. The motion to adjourn further proceedings. Those in favor, please raise your hands. We will have an open ballot. The bell will ring for 5 minutes.
我哋冇逐字記錄嘅，對唔住。咁點啊？你整埋個相架，你鑲埋個相架嚟得噶嘛？咁你就咁整張嘢嚟，咁我點掛啊，大佬？之後係邊個講嘢？呢個投票。葉建源 OK， 就4分鐘。係啦，可以俾佢答8張。陳偉業議員，我通常咧
Mr. Albert Chan. Well, in the middle of a division, I allow colleagues to walk around in the room. I'm usually very lenient. The officials are worried that they are worried what you would do to them. But I think you're friendly. Well, although I feel intimidated when you stand in front of my table pointing fingers at me, but I allowed Wong Ko-hing to pass me a paper. No, he said he doesn't mind working from day to night, even on Chinese New Year's Eve. I think Mr. and Dr. N. would be willing to have a meeting with her, but not me. Dr. N. would like a meeting. It's okay, but if you want me to have a meeting with you overnight, I'd rather avoid it.
唔係佢公開咗講㗎，黃國健議員，你明白你啲
It's not from me. It's from your FTU members. He invited me to spend the night with him at meeting on Valentine's Day. Now, I'm saying that Dr. N. Chang would be willing to spend Chinese New Year's Eve with you in a meeting. Not to spend the night with you. I didn't say so.
現在開始表決。
Voting begins. Before I declare the results, please check your votes. Voting is closed. Display the results, please. Results 94-33 against. I declare the motion negatived. Mr. Ip Kwam Him, second round, 4 minutes. Chairman, I wanted to speak another point, but I'd like to respond to some issues raised by other members just now. First, Mr. Charles Mork has lobbied me very earnestly in the process. He talked to me a number of times, and he also invited friends from the IT sector to meet with me. And I think that's the greatest amount of lobby I got from him. Mr. Ip Kwok Him mentioned my views on the 2 education FC items. In fact, the impacts are quite considerable. Now, 2 items are taken out. $75 million on enrichment of IT education, and then $125 million on IT strategy. Now, for the 4th IT strategy is mainly on mobile computer devices, and also to enhance subvention to the Hong Kong S-City. This has nothing to do. It is not strictly tied to an academic year. On the 23rd of January, we thought that we could start the discussion of those 2 items, and it was passed. If it were passed on that day, then we could start at once on the 23rd of January. So the mobile devices could be installed for close to 200 schools. With that item deferred, obviously we can only pass that item in June or July, and when money goes to the schools, which then take time to plan the project, that would have an impact on whether the schools can implement IT-related curriculum come September. So the impact on IT education is considerable, and the IT enhancement scheme would affect 8 secondary schools. The impact is not so extensive. Myself and Mr. Charles Mock will think of ways to see how we can minimize the impact. For instance, we will discuss with government departments to see whether the delay can be shortened. We will try very hard to make amends or to remedy the situation. But the question is, why has it started in the first place? Why were 2 education items taken out? And that was not the first time this happened in the PWSC agenda. The items were only put back after a while. So I think perhaps this is a government's mentality. Whenever there is any controversy, education items can always give way, and the cost is nothing to the administration, and this is highly acceptable to me. I want the administration to change this mentality and accord priority to education matters. Well, lunchboxes ordered by members are now placed in our banquet room, and the next session will start at 1:10.